It's beer o'clock on Real Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Private Brewery Horse, and it's their Doppel Hirsch Hell's Bockbier. Doppel Hirsch coming in, that means Heller Bock, strong Bock at 6.5% ABV. Well, strong equals Bock in the German language. So strong beer, 6.5% ABV, 500ml bottle, swing top cap. Here's the bottle cap here. Gonna rip that label and expect a bit of a pop. Woo! Nice bit of smoke on the bottle opening. Gonna do my handy holding the beer right so it doesn't swing round and you get to see the label. So a clear looking beer. We got a 3-finger white head that seems to be dissipating quite quickly. At this stage of the beer review, I want to say a massive thank you to Stephen in Germany for sending us the beer. Thank you very, very much, Stephen. This is the last beer, depending on when I post it, this is the last beer from the parcel that you recently sent in January. Thank you very much, Stephen. Really want to get all this beer in. It's running down the glass a little bit, but never mind. This kitchen's seen more of its fair share of spilt beer. There you go. Oh, look at this. Look closely. Look at the sediment there making its way slowly to the bottom of the glass. Yeah, I love a bit of sediment. I'm going to quickly say, I wasn't going to mention it, but I'm going to quickly say, I have reviewed this beer already a few years ago. I've not watched the review back, so you might see a double up on YouTube of this particular beer if you've searched for this beer and you've seen it. But I wanted to review it again for 2 reasons. First reason is the obvious one. Stephen was fantastically kind enough to send us the beer, so we're going to do it again. And the other reason is to see how my palate's developed over the years. What I'll do, I've not watched the review back as I've just mentioned. I'll record this today, upload it to YouTube, and when I release it, I'll put on my big screen television. I'll sit back and watch the 2 reviews back to back to see if there's any development in my palate, or if I found the beer to be slightly different, or you know, just to see if there's a difference in my reviews over the years. I think I'm a lot more kind of like whatever these days, whereas before I was more kind of like, right, we need to be regimented, we need to talk about the water, the hops, the malt, the yeast, and don't talk about anything else bar the beer. I'm a lot more kind of like, come and have a beer with me these days. Yes, I'll talk to you about the beer, I'll give flavours, but I might break out into some general chat as well. So light golden amber colour, good levels of carbonation as we've mentioned. It's definitely unfiltered. Let's get the aroma. Oh yeah, smells really good. Quite sweet. Like a strong golden ale. But like real kind of wet hay, wet malts. Almost like worty, like a worty aroma going on. If you've ever been to a brewery, the wort is the, and this is only to people who are new to beer, the wort is the liquid that is what turns into beer eventually. In massively simplistic terms. Let's dive in. It's nice. It's got a real hoppy kind of finish to it in the way that it's almost like let's start at the start. Carbonation pushes the beer on the inside of the mouth. That's the first thing you get, is this kind of like sparkling carbonation. hoppy, citrusy, spicy, really spicy and peppery. Lots of stinging nettle flavour going on, and a real kind of longing bitterness here on the back of the palate. It is quite kind of malty to begin with. It's light and grainy and biscuity. It's really interesting. A really interesting brew. In that it's like on the flavour palette wheel, as they call it. It's going over there, then it's going over there, then it's going down there, then it's going... There's lots of things going on. And I'm trying my very best to focus here and the carbonation and everything else that's going on. It's very stingy nettly. It's very spicy. It's very peppery. But it's very grainy as well. It's very light kind of French baked baguette flavours coming through. Cracker breads coming through, light kind of flavours. If you've ever been to a beer judging competition, I do a couple in the year. I used to do a lot more, but I don't do so many anymore. I've kind of like retreated a little bit from what I used to do. But this year I'm very conscious of the fact that I need to do more. But let's finish off about talking about the judging competitions. You get it on a table, you get a lot of kind of cracker bread, a lot of kind of Jacob's crackers, and that's to clean your palate when you're doing judging. You have a beer, you may judge 40 beers in some sittings, then you get some crackers, they clean your palate in between each beer. It dries your saliva, dries everything in your mouth, resets your palate. You also have a little sip of water as well. So that's that grainy cracker bread I'm talking about. But whilst I've mentioned earlier, I might stray off into a different conversation. It's something that's been on my mind for all winter. All winter. We had a fantastic end to 2019. We really did. Fantastic time. The channel went from strength to strength. The subscribers, everything else that goes with that has gone really well. And I think now this year we should have a little bit of working capital to go off and do some trips. Like, I'm trying to organise a trip. If I haven't posted this video by April, then I apologise. I've got a bit of a backlog at the moment, which I always seem to have at the moment. But I'm planning a trip up to Manchester, Leeds area, with a good friend, fellow YouTuber, Hopsine. Check him out, great guy. Gonna sleep on his sofa. I'm gonna do some kind of like brewery tours up there, probably. Maybe visit Cloudwater, maybe North. There's some big heavy hitting breweries up there in the north of England, and breweries I've got a lot of respect for, and I just want to go and visit. I just want to go and say hello. Also, I want to visit more of Europe. I definitely want to visit Germany. I mean, there's so many different breweries in Germany. It's great that Stephen can go, here's a box of beer, review beer from probably different regions, different areas of Germany. It's hard to, because there's every large town in Germany has its own brewery. So that's what I was always told in the beer industry, that there's so many breweries in Germany that you'll never get around them all. So although I'd like to visit Germany, I want to visit Germany, I will visit Germany again, I need to be quite selective in my choosing of where I go. I'd like to go down to Verdant, check out Verdant. I'd like to go and check out I'd love to go to America. That's probably 2 years away. America's probably 2 years away. Get the kid into high school. Comprehensive, we call it here in the UK. Get the kid into comprehensive school. Check the working capital. See if we can get over, maybe in 2 years' time. That would be our target, to get over to America. Have a look at some of the American breweries. Of course, film everything. And not just that, but the technology's moving along as well. The days where, like, my camcorder here is sitting on my sink, and the camcorder's there, and I got a microphone. I think things are about to get much more compact, so I'll be able to travel much more lighter. GoPro, for me, are nearly there in terms of spending out on a camera for a proper a vlogging kit, if you like, to go around traveling vlogging. I feel GoPro are nearly there. I may well wait for the 9. The 8 is out at the moment. You can put a detachable screen on the top. You can have a little microphone that picks up your sound, which apparently is really good. It's 4K, 60 frames a second. But I'm only 6 months away. I'm 6 months away now from the 9 coming out. And there's always a leap. There's always a technological leap in performance. So I'll probably, unless things go bonkers with the channel, I'll probably wait for the 9. So that's my little random chat for the day. You guessed it, we're going to try and do a little bit more. I'm very conscious of the fact that 2019 was probably the quietest year in terms of travelling on the channel, even though we went to Poland. Where else did I go? 2018 was quite busy. We went to Belgium, the Netherlands, Poland, Belgium. Oh, I said Belgium twice. Or a lot of places in the UK. 2018 was a busy year. 2017 was Norway. When was the last time I went to Norway? Probably 2018. Went to Norway as well. Sweden. Last year, 2019, went to Sweden as well, which is amazing. But I want to jam it up a little bit. I want to do a little bit more. The summer season in the beer industry is terrific. When the sun comes out, I want to mention it very quickly, and I know I'm rambling an awful lot now. I know I'm really off topic. I tell you what I'll do. For the people who want to stay around for my off topic little chat, I'll quickly rate the beer for the people who just want the beer review. Looks good, smells good, tastes good. Lovely beer, really enjoyed it. Be interested in your thoughts on the two different reviews side by side, see how different things are. But this Doppel Hirsch by Privatbrauerei Haus is lovely, 6.5% ABV, swing bottle cap. It's a 7. It's a 7 out of 10, I like it. It's very good. Thanks for watching. For the beer reviews out there, I'm going to go back to my rambling video now. And do you know when you have a natural sense? I've got this right, I love this is going to sound weird. I love nature, I love the earth. I love the position of the sun. This is going to sound really weird now, because I live in a house which we only have sun certain times of the year, and it only comes through certain windows at certain angles at certain times of the year, because we're underground a little bit in our house. So I know, end of winter now, the sun's beaming through the front of the house, really nice. I put a load of mirrors on the wall in the conservatory. The sun will come around so far, hit the mirrors, and it's bouncing in the kitchen at certain, like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, which is lovely. So I love the position of the sun. So this is my little bit of sun story, if this makes sense. I was at the Brewskival 2019 with Brewski Brewery and some amazing breweries from all over the world. America, Denmark, Belgium, just Sweden, Norway, just terrific. If I missed anyone, I apologise. But just had an amazing time. And I remember my last beer review We had a gorgeous, gorgeous sunny day. Wasn't a cloud in the sky all weekend. And I reviewed beer until the sun went down. And I remember doing my last beer review where the sun was dropping over my shoulder. And I caught it when I was reviewing the beer, waving goodbye to the sun, but also waving goodbye to the festival. And that felt like, at that very moment, like that was the end of 2019 in terms of warm, hot, sunny weather. Festivals. I felt like when the sun went away, that was that book closed on 2019. We were going into autumn very quickly, even though it was the end of August. It was going to be cold soon, blah blah blah, and yeah, that turned out to be true. And I think back to that moment when the sun was going, and I felt a heavy heart. I was like, oh man, long winter's coming. Long winter. I'm not a fan of winter. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I can get to Christmas because of Christmas and I'm happy, but then January and February I am the most miserable person in the world. I just hate the fact that we get no sun or no warmth, or it's raining it's awful. Hate it. I often think if I had the money, I'd have a place in southern Italy or southern Spain just to get away from this awful, awful jet stream that we live under for months in the winter. my ramblings, but I'm happy now because we're nearly into March. We're going to be, I might be posting this video in months to come, so we're going into March, things are brightening up, things are getting better. I won't have this white, horrible kind of pasty face anymore. I'm going to go and lay in the garden and get as much sun as I possibly can. Yeah, but that brewski valve, when the sun went down, that I felt like that was the very end of summer, and it really did turn out to be quite correct. Oh, no more beer. Okay. If you like all this rambling stuff, then thank you. If you're not so keen on it, or if you're keen on it, comment. If you're not so keen on it, comment. Because I know where to go. I know what direction to take the channel. I know it might annoy you. I know you might like it. It's up to you. It's up to you guys, because it's your channel at the end of the day. You're choosing to watch me. But you very much dictate as to what I do on YouTube. You're the viewer. I go where the viewer goes. Thanks for watching. Put your comments in the comments box. Please subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers.